Hello everyone, welcome to Medical Coding School. In the last video on Comprehensive Guide to Home Health Coding, we have discussed about what is home health coding and what is OASIS assessment. Also we have seen career scope and job opportunities in home health coding. Thanks for the love you expressed on that video. If anyone of you have directly landed here without seeing last video, I would suggest you to please see that video first, so that you will get more comprehensive idea about home health coding before moving into medical chart. I will add the last video link in the description. Today's video is based on a subscriber request. We'll walk through a sample chart and discuss about how to pick the correct ICD-10 codes for home health. We are also going to see the OASIS assessment and plan of care in the upcoming videos. Before moving to the medical chart, we should understand the basics of medical documentation. Medical documentation refers to the comprehensive and systematic recording of a patient's medical history, clinical findings, diagnostic test results, treatments, and other healthcare information. It is a critical component of healthcare delivery, serving as a written or electronic account of a patient's interaction with healthcare providers. Components of the medical record includes patient information, which contains demographics, contact details, and insurance information. Clinical notes includes history of present illness, physical examination findings, and progress notes. Orders and prescriptions, which covers details of medications prescribed, diagnostic tests ordered, and treatment plans. Test results, which are nothing but reports from laboratory tests, imaging studies, and other diagnostic evaluations. And lastly, discharge summary, which is the summary of a patient's condition, treatments received, and follow-up instructions upon discharge. There are two types of formats we seen in medical records. First is paper records, means traditional written charts and forms. And second are electronic health records, which are digital systems that store and manage patient information for better accessibility and security. Next is types of medical documents. In home health agency, patient is coming from either inpatient hospitalization or from outpatient settings. So, in general we can say we will encounter following type of records. In inpatient records, we can see admission notes that document the reason for hospitalization, initial assessment, and planned course of action. We can also have discharge summaries, which summarize the patient's hospital stay, treatments provided, final diagnosis, and discharge instructions. If any surgery performed during hospital stay, we will have operative reports, which provides detailed accounts of surgical procedures, including preoperative and postoperative diagnosis, steps performed, and any complications. In progress notes, we can see daily updates on the patient's condition, treatments administered, and response to therapy. And nursing notes records nursing care provided, including medication administration and vital signs. Like that, in outpatient records we can have office visit notes, diagnostic test reports, consultation notes, and follow-up notes. In specialty-specific documents we may encounter radiology reports, pathology reports, laboratory reports, behavioral health documentation, and emergency department notes. Key sections of a patient chart. To make your understanding simple, I have divided whole medical record in 4 sections. First section is administrative information. This includes patient demographics, insurance details, and consent forms. For example, name, date of birth, insurance provider, policy number, and contact details. Second section is clinical notes. It means documentation of patient encounters, such as progress notes, history, and physical examination. For example, SOAP notes detailing symptoms and physician's findings. You can see the detailed SOAP notes here, which covers subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. We have third section of diagnostics, which includes test results and imaging reports such as X-rays, MRIs, and blood tests. For example, lab reports showing complete blood count, CBC, or imaging results describing fractures. Lastly, fourth section is treatment plans and follow-ups. It covers details about prescribed treatments, medications, and scheduled follow-ups. Example, medication prescription notes and next appointment schedule. Now we will review one demo medical chart for ICD-10 coding practice. So, in routine coding day, we need to make sure that we check the patient name and date of birth. In addition to that, the note we are reviewing should be authenticated by eligible physician, like here, physician is MD, which is acceptable. After reviewing those demographics, now we will check the clinical note. Chief complaint is given as post-operative follow-up after total knee replacement. This means patient has undergone TKR surgery in recent hospitalization. Then we'll check the HPI. Patient is 65-year-old female, presents for a post-operative follow-up visit after undergoing a left total knee replacement 2 weeks ago due to severe osteoarthritis. She reports mild pain and stiffness, but states that she has been adhering to her physical therapy regimen. No fever, redness, or drainage noted. Here, we get the idea about the case that this is follow-up, means office or outpatient visit after TKR. Now there is aftercare going on for the surgical wound. Next, we need to check the past medical history for additional diagnosis, past surgical history for any status code, and also check the current prescribed medications. Note, if patient has any drug allergy that we will need for OASIS purpose, then check the review of systems. We will have vital signs and physical examination after that. Check those carefully, because sometimes, we get any diagnosis info in examination. Also we'll get the status on wound if any, like here we can see, well-healed surgical site with mild swelling, noted under extremities, so now we can show about there is no any surgical wound complication. Lastly, we have assessment and plan. This is very important section of medical chart where we get the diagnosis which are in focus. So now we will start coding with assessment diagnosis. After analyzing total medical chart, we have understanding that main focus is on aftercare surgical wound for TKR. So PDX will be Z47.1, then we can add status of surgery that is Z96.652. Then other comorbid conditions from assessment that is E11.9 diabetes, I10 HTN and E66.9 for obesity. We didn't have any extra code from past medical history in this demo chart. However, if you found any other than assessment, you can add chronic conditions and those are undergoing active treatment. In surgical history we have right hip replacement done in 2020, hence we can add Z96.641 for it. And from medication section we can add Z79.84 for metformin and Z79.82 for aspirin. Hence our final codes are Z47.1, Z96.652, E11.9, I10, E66.9, Z79.84, Z79.82, Z96.641. If you check carefully, I have not coded osteoarthritis code here, and the reason is patient has osteoarthritis on left knee only, and that is the reason for surgery, so it will resolve after TKR. In home health coding, we need to give more attention on selecting PDX. Give priority to the reason for hospitalization and main focus of care. So, this is the demo chart that we just reviewed and got our codes for this scenario. In real time we will see the similar type of charts. However, each chart is different, so be careful while selecting codes. Use ICD-10-CM guidelines for code selection, combination codes and exclude, includes. In the next video, I will discuss on OASIS and plan of care. Till that time, thank you and happy coding.